Okay, so your drag daughter made it on the show.
Miz Cracker is my drag daughter. I love that little Jew so much. Those are her own words. She's the Jewish princess of Harlem, and I fucking love her. She is just... Honestly, Miz Cracker is probably one of the funniest people I've ever met in my whole entire life.
Wow.
And, you know, the Drag Race fandom is they're very funny. They look at pictures, and they love people right away. Especially white blonde people, right away.
Yes, they do. They get a real slide in there.
Which, if you look at most of the really popular RuPaul's Drag Race queens, not most, but like white and blonde, like Alaska, Katya, Trixie, Pearl. If you're white and exclusively blonde and skinny, they're like, you're everything. Now, bear in mind, I love Miz Cracker for a completely other different reason. She's literally probably one of the smartest and funniest people I have ever met in my life. She is truly insane. The day I decided she was hilarious was we were sitting in the bar, and then my friend walked in, and he had this like a cocktail on his head, and he was wearing this like big dashiki. He just walked through the middle of her performance, and without missing a beat, she said, "Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cunty Kente." That was the moment I was like, bitch, your brain is fucked up, and I love it.
How and when did your mother-daughter relationship begin with Miz Cracker?
You want the real tea?
I want the real tea.
This is the real tea. This is the real tea.
Okay.
I was walking down the street, and I found this bookcase in my old neighborhood at 106 in Amsterdam. I saw this bookcase. I was like, let me move this bookcase. So I started moving the bookcase, but it started falling apart as I was like walking with it. But I was like, I'm gonna get this bookcase home. And this tiny little guy walked up and goes, "You want some help?" And I said, "Sure." So he helped me carry this briefcase, this bookcase upstairs. It is falling apart as we're carrying it. Like it is not holding up well. We finally get the bookcase into my apartment, and then we fucked. And then we were in my apartment, and he was like, "What's with all these wigs?" And I was like, "I'm a drag queen. I do these protests in Times Square. I do these protests in Times Square every Saturday. You should come down, fight for your rights." And he was like, yeah. So he kept hooking up a couple more times, texting about the protest. And then I was like, "You said you're going to come. Are you coming or not?" And then one day he said, "I don't have any makeup. I don't have a wig. I don't have anything. How would I be able to do it?" And I said, "If you really want to fight for your rights and you want to join us, come over. I have everything you need." So he came to my apartment, and I put him in a wedding dress, a big wedding dress I got from the thrift store.
Wow.
I poorly styled his wig, poorly did his makeup. Then we went to Times Square, and we protested for gay rights. And then after that, Cracker started joining me every Saturday. We did it every Saturday from noon to 4 until there was marriage equality in New York City.
Wow.
So if you type in drag queen weddings for equality, you'll see me and Miz Cracker.
I've seen that picture where you're marrying her and some other queen. That was her first time up in drags at Times Square.
The other queen, his name was Frosty Flakes.
Frosty Flakes. Coming to season 11.
Yes.
Of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's good.
And then I also love Monet Exchange. My very close drag sister. We have a podcast called Sibling Rivalry.
When is that starting now?
Yeah, we have 2 episodes out.
That is fun.
Yeah. So
what do you guys talk about?
Well, our first episode is about celebrity etiquette, which a conversation you had about on this couch before, and what celebrities should do. People ask for pictures and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And then we did one about open relationships.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah. So it's
very burning topics. Topics of the youth of the current moment, sweetie.
And even though me and Monet are like really good friends, she's one of my best friends in the whole world. We agree on almost nothing. Like almost nothing. And we argue, and she's like my little kid sister, who's a little bit bigger than me, that I love to pick on. And we just have a really great rapport.
What do you think? I mean, how do you think these two are going to fare in the season?
Honestly, I can't see them not doing well. Like, either one of them could win. They are that good. Monet and Cracker are 2 of the top queens in New York City since I've taken a break. You're
Thank
welcome,
you for that.
girls. But honestly, like, if you go see their shows live, you will see, and you know this, my New York City queens shut it down.
100%.
It is the training ground for drag.
Yeah, because you can't, all those things when those girls are working, you can't let anything slow you down, any heckler bother you, someone pulling a knife on you in the subway, you still got to get to that gig.
I mean, working in New York City, I have performed, there have been times where I've performed, there are more people working in the bar than there are watching the show. And the 2 people who are here are on ecstasy and making out the whole goddamn time. And I mean, like, that's how New York City is. And I have to take the train to the gig. I have Dodge beer bottles on stage. On stage, you're like, ooh, girl, I'm gonna hit with a beer bottle. Anyway, DJ, hit it.
Hit it.
Yeah.
What about the Miz Cracker Aquaria drama? Your daughter versus Sharon Needles' daughter, Vicky Nail's daughter, Lady Red. Vicky Nail's daughter.
Vicky Pinky Nails, Vicky Toenails.
So it's daughter versus daughter.
Is
That's very
and
exciting.
it's two winners. Like the mothers are two winners of
God,
Drag
it's
Race.
so juicy. I can't even get over it.
Okay, so the Cracker Aquaria drama. One of the starts of it was years ago. I just saw Aquaria out of drag on Facebook, and I was like, she looks like Miz Cracker. So I posted a picture of them side by side out of drag.
You are to blame for the beginning of this.
Right? And I texted her, I said, Cracker, you look like Aquaria, which is weird because Cracker's older than I am. Cracker's like 33 or something like that. And Aquaria's like 21.
Yeah.
So Cracker has just like, she looks freakishly young.
She does. I thought they were the same age until someone on the internet had gathered me together and told me it was different.
Exactly. Cracker is much more like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whereas I think that Aquaria is much more like Fairly Odd Parents.
Got it.
All right, yeah, that's their generation. And then one time, Cracker was like, went to Aquaria, and Aquaria did her makeup. They did a twin photo shoot.
Wow.
And then from that day on, it just became a whole.
A thing that they were like, okay, we'll do twinsies, and now we're kind of pinched about it.
I maybe.
I mean, if this was staged or they planned it, it was the most genius staging and planning ever. Like, girl, when we get on, we'll both apply. We'll both mention each other in our audition tapes.
I mean, legit.
Either way, it's genius.
And I'm telling you, watch out for Cracker. She is a smart bitch.